Hey, welcome to another video and thanks for clicking on this one. This video, I want to talk about Apple. Apple is one of the shares that most investors hold. Why? Because it's shown to be very resilient and it's a company that has done well over decades. Now, the problem that we've been seeing with Apple is not new in terms of how the price of the shares has seen a decline. Now, Apple has always proven to be resilient, but is this time any different? But one of the things that we know Apple is struggling with now is we have the tariffs, we have the issue with artificial intelligence. As we know, they haven't delivered on the iPhone 16 with the whole AI promise. And of course, what is their place in AI? Where are they going? What are they doing? We don't really have a solid hand on those just yet. I want to believe that Apple is doing something because I believe that they try to stay ahead of this race, but we are not seeing that yet in their products, and that is putting a lot of pressure on the company. But one of the biggest things, though, is tariffs. As we know, there was a lot of talk between the president and the CEO of Apple to start manufacturing and producing, or at least building and assembling iPhones in the US. And one thing we know is that this is going to raise the prices of Apple phones in the US if they are built in the US. But we don't know how that is all going to pan out. We know it's going to take a few years to actually build a plant or a manufacturing plant in the US. How soon are we going to see that cost transferred to the consumers? We don't know that just yet. But that is definitely putting a huge dent on the Apple shares as we speak. Why? Because Apple shares has been seeing some declines lately. And one of the things that we see right here is that at the beginning of March, Apple was around $250, which made a new high. And since then, it's steadily decreased. And we've been seeing that over time. Now, one of the things I want to point out to you here, though, is if I zoom in here, okay, what you would see is that Apple experienced this, some form of resistance at around 242, but didn't hold and eventually fell. Came back to test 240 and fell all through the month here. This was the week in March. This was in March 13th, 2025. Okay, that week of March 7th through, I believe, the Friday there was March 21st. Made a recovery again, and we had a resistance of around 225. And of course, there was a huge decline here. I believe this was the Liberation Day, April 2nd, on April 2nd. And there was a huge drop. See, Apple came into a low of around 169. Now, one thing I would say is that I did pick up some shares of Apple here, not a lot, because of course we really didn't know where things were going. But here's what I want to point out to you. Apple kind of stayed within range between the price of 190, I would say to be more on the safer side, around 194, okay, and stayed between the 213 range. So it came down, came back up here, came back down again, and stayed around that 200 for a few weeks before coming back down to test 195. And since then, we've been seeing a change. Now, one thing I want to pay attention to here, which I'll zoom in again, is this moving averages here. On this blue line that you see here, that is my 200, my 50-day moving average. Okay, and the red line that you see here is the 200 moving average as well. When this crossover occurs, it's often a bullish trend that Apple may continue to go higher. Now, one thing that I want to point out is Apple had a resistance around 210, okay, and then saw another one around 213, which was where, around 214 actually, which was when it closed on Friday, at least on Thursday, closed around 213 price. And the situation now is definitely is overbought based on the RSI down here, which not seeing. Let me that real quickly. Here. Okay, it's definitely overbought around this price, this line 70 RSI there. The Decision now comes, or at least the question you want to ask yourself is, should you be buying Apple now? Should you wait? Now, here are the things that I am thinking when it comes to Apple. You are somebody who is long term and not worried about the short term moving or performance of Apple. It's definitely worth getting into now. Why? Because what we see here is that if Apple can break this 2410 line that I have here, there is a chance that we may go back to test around at 224, which was where it was right after news that China signed China and the tariffs prior to Liberation Day. So that's where we are kind of back to right now. Prior the announcement that led to the sharp decline, okay, is somewhat where we are back to somewhere here, okay, and what we are trying to see now is Apple going to break this 225 line in the next few weeks, or is it going to return to test that 200 line somewhere here? Okay, if it comes back to test that 200, then that is definitely a time that I personally would like to buy more shares of Apple, somewhere 200 and below, of course. But if it continues to go higher to around that 225 range, then that means that things are turning around in terms of the stock performance of Apple. Now, we don't know how this is going to pan out in terms of the whole tariffs with EU region, with Canada. We don't know how that would rock the market, but we're hoping that it's going to turn out to be a good week, and maybe Apple can continue to go higher. Just wanted to share my thoughts on this. I would see you in a future one.